To separate the two teams at half-time, they've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
So
all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Of course.
And so we're off again. Now it's Watkins. And it's Dina. Out to the left it goes. And they've got Reed. João Pedro. Colwell. Fernandez. Now it's Watkins. And this is Barkley. Palmer. And nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Sancho is firing after that one.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
James. So we've reached the hour mark. He's in a great position here. He's had it taken off him. McGinn, distributed tidily. Sancho. Real chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Sancho really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Hato. Doué. And it's Fernandez. João Pedro. That's been cut out, well played. It's run loose here. Now it's João Pedro. And he's had a hit! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
substitution on the field. Number 14.
Chelsea choosing to make the first change.
Is number 22, Morgan Rogers.
Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Caicedo. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? No mistake! And they get themselves in front! And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
João Pedro is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league.
João Pedro.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
McGinn. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hit into the middle. Sanchez deals with that nice and simple.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a promising position.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. That's that, the end. Chelsea have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. João Pedro taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you everyone.
And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing
Hello,
utopia.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
weather is
today's
perfect,
match.
the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the move. Chance for a shot, and one more try! There it is! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Harvey Bone! Harvey Bone!
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's very neat. Shoots! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 6 minutes is...
That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Caught offside that time. Palmer. Over to the left.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Linton. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now Byrne. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Linton. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped... Real chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Goal! After 20
One
minutes...
sweeping move, executed with
20.
deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
João Pedro is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Chelsea get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gusto. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Palmer. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lavia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. Palmer. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Palmer! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Chelsea take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's good play. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Trippier. That's tidy. In towards the back stick. Caicedo. João Pedro. And the counter is on.
There will be 3
And
minutes
it's
at
Palmer.
a time.
Played out to the right. Barnes. Great vision. And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Of course they will.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Palmer. Caicedo, who's set up one goal so far. Linton played out to the left flank. Barnes is wide and looking to get onto this. Gusto aimed beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Picked up. Barnes! Brilliant from Barnes! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. Trippier. Elanga. Trippier has the fourth most assists in the league this year. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Doué. He's got away. Newcastle can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shot, surely! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
After 68 minutes is number 10.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, shooting chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Doué just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Linton. Coming on the field is number 28, Joe Willock. Substitution.
Burn. And it's Willock. Willock gets it away. Now Burn. Hall. Chelsea will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Shot takes a shot! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his
Number
stamina was called
9,
into question then,
Whistle.
but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chelsea go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
He's found a face-to-face with the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Willock. This looks promising. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that will be it. Chelsea have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Palmer taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a game where the main talking point so
Hello,
far is the
everybody,
weather.
and welcome
Snow
to
in the
today's
air
match.
and on the ground, and it may very well have an impact on a player's performances, and perhaps even the result. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. This game, of course, the last of the first round of fixtures. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Palmer. Clipped into space. He's got full! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Nouri. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team...
Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Throw in. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Deep cross. Up he goes! They've scored! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
After
met it
26
perfectly.
minutes is number 33.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nouri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Knocks it out wide. Now, can he find a finish? And it's hoisted clear. Rodri. O'Reilly. And Gahey. O'Reilly. Matheus Nunes.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's found a way past. And this is Bernardo Silva. He's beaten the last. Great chance! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
After
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kusanov. And it's Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly.
2 added
Mamouche.
minutes has been indicated.
And it's Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get rid. And the first half is done. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist
We're
change
down, but
at
we're
this
far
stage.
from out. Now let's all rally behind the boys and show them a bit of support.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Mamouche. That's a nicely shaped ball. There's the shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful.
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? O'Reilly.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He has found the way through. Cucurella. That's good play. O'Reilly. Nuri. O'Reilly. Now who's going to be first to this? Gehi. Nuri. O'Reilly. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is a little undercooked. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Decent chance! It's there!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
After 68 minutes is number 20, João Pedro. João Pedro. João Pedro.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rodri opts for safety. And Gehi. Mamouche. It's a really well-measured ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Half an hour gone in the second half. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cross in, looks like a good one. And reclaimed it in a trice. And the shot! He's got a goal!
The goal scorer after 84 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland. Substitution on the field.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on
So
the
now
field
the difference is 3.
number 22, Morgan
Kusenov.
Substitutions taking place.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Haaland. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well measured. Chalobah. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time added on 4 minutes. Threads one in. Now it's Palmer. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Delivers with wit. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Chelsea came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger.
What are your thoughts on
won't
today's
we?
game then? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Extraordinarily, we're already into the second half of the season here. Hannibal. Walker. There's the shot! Goal! Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
The goal scorer.
Burnley make the
After
perfect
6
start.
minutes is
They are already ahead.
Number 9.
Knocks it out wide. Hartman. Hannibal. Ball played for Ward-Prowse. And it's Walker. That's a lovely, neat pass. He has found the way through. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. James. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Fernandez. And it's Doué. Doué. Now it's João Pedro. That's a lovely pass. And he's taking no chances there. He's shooting! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has been knocked clear. Burnley are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. Lovely feet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lofted in. Keeper's dealt with that. Caicedo. Palmer. And that's gone loose. And Doué. Now it's João Pedro. Nice interception, his positioning Fernandez. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Goal! After 34
More or less
minutes.
by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Kyle Walker. Good ball, good take. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hannibal. Now this could be a chance. And he's had it nicked away. Walker, who does have an assist to his name. Out towards the flank. Hannibal! And that has been cleared. Doué. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have
That was the
expected
first
a
half.
closely fought
Let's
match,
hope the
and
boys can
that's
turn it
pretty
up for
much
the
what we've
second.
got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And it's Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kyle Walker. Walker. Passing is crisp and sharp. Walker is flagged offside. Chalobah. James. And it's Caicedo. And Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Doué. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. Ball comes in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's Doué. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. Ward-Prowse. Hannibal. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué. Now it's Palmer. He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Probing pass. Oh, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kyle Walker. Ward-Prowse. Laurent. Hannibal. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Palmer. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Doué. Now it's João Pedro. He's in a great position here. Oh, nice touch. And it's Palmer. He's having a go! And that's a real chance missed.
Fernandez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 17. Substitution in progress.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Chouna. Caicedo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hato.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hannibal. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Fernandez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. It's, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what they expect this time. Now it's João Pedro. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves. He's also very reliable under the high ball or when he's dealing with crosses, and I'd expect the whole defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
Palmer! Oh, he's been caught napping. Look at this shot at goal! Rodrigo Muniz. Played out to the left flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still goalless at the moment. Can he get it through? Rodrigo Muniz providing an outlet on that flank. And the keeper beats it away. Played back. Caresses it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Fernandez. Now it's Pedro. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Doué bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the flag has stayed down. He has found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball! Can he finish? He's delivered all right! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
1 minute added time.
Iwobi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Chelsea are going to have the lead in a title game. Half-time, 1-0. Big header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Bassi. Berger. Now it's Fernandez. Driving. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Iwobi. Now it's Muniz. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, there's the clearance. Caicedo. Iwobi. Good take. Chance! It's there! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
After 66 minutes is number 24.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's shifting through the shapes to shoot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now this could be a chance. Great ball and he's in here. Big chance! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Iwobi. And he's being shifted off it. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. And claimed it back swiftly. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Pedro. Now it's Palmer. Tries to play it through. Picked out brilliantly.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that is as far as it goes. Chelsea pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Pedro claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Thank you very much for your support.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I think the manager can take a great deal of satisfaction with this win. It was a solid game plan that worked pretty much as he envisaged, and the players execute.